Hey everybody, it's Dean Graziosi, and I'm so excited to have you here right now. I know, first of all, how busy we all are, and you're an achiever, else you wouldn't be watching me. You wouldn't have gotten enrolled and be a part of this course if you weren't looking for that next level of life, that next level of happiness, prosperity, joy, and so many of you have probably read books or gone to events. So I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to show you how I've gone faster, how I've learned to take my life to another level, and how to do it consistently, right? We all love that time when you feel amazing, you feel on fire, you feel like you could do anything, accomplish anything. But then the dust settles, and a lot of times we fall back to where we were, where we're not exactly comfortable, where we might be smiling on the outside, but the inside's kind of wanting more, that next level. And what I hope to do over this course is to show you what I've learned after being, I didn't go past high school. I wasn't the smartest kid in school. I was in special reading and all that stuff, but I've never worked for anybody else. I basically have been an entrepreneur and doing my own thing since high school, starting cutting firewood, actually 7th grade, selling bubble gum. And I was able to become a millionaire in my 20s from completely broke and almost homeless as a kid with my dad and some crazy things. My parents married, 9 times between them. But that evolution of going from broke and thinking just money would create the life of my desire taught me a lot, because on that journey, what I realized is if we're not fulfilled, if we don't have true happiness, then all the money in the world can just compound how you feel. So I've been blessed I've been blessed, and I say this, I've been blessed to be broker than broke and watch dysfunction in my family, the way my parents got married and divorced, to be able to generate an incredible amount of money, change lives all over the world, touch millions of lives, hire people all over the country and all over the world, and make a massive impact, and then start a family that's been the keystone to my life. Being a dad, it's one of the greatest experiences ever, and I get to carry this wisdom and give it to my children and give it to you. And as I record this course, I'm sharing some things that I've never shared ever before. I'm not in the business of creating a business so I could teach how to create a business. I was in the business to create a profitable, successful business that affected the world, to create a profitable life, to create abundance and joy and happiness, and to live life on that next level. I wasn't doing it so I could teach you. And this is no disrespect to anybody, because there's some people in this industry that I admire and love and have inspired me to another level. There's also people in this industry that just try to come up with ways to teach you to go to the next level when that's not really the life they're living. I want to let you know I'm in the best shape of my life. When I record this, I'm almost 47 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life. I love my family. I love being a dad. I love the business I'm in. I love teaching. And I've been able to find this core of happiness, that success revolves around that. And that's what I want to deliver to you guys. I want to show you my simple approach, because listen, we know there's a lot of foundational things you can do to find happiness, from practicing gratitude to every success book that's ever written has their own strategy with a lot of the same core principles. So what my goal is here today with you is to give you something with just a little bit of a different twist from somebody who's actually living it right this very moment. Someone who's been through those phases that you've been through. No matter where you are, if you're just doing okay but want that next level, I've been there. If you're kind of backs up against the wall, I've been there. Or maybe you're crushing it and you want more happiness and freedom. You got the money. I've been there. I've also had happiness and freedom and not enough money. Been there. And when I boil all this down, and over 25 years of really being an entrepreneur and working on myself and working for that next level of happiness, working on being the best me, given all this world, God, the universe has given me, how do I just stay that and be that best me? And how can I give that to you? And that's what we're here today. That's what this first session is about. I'm going to talk about today what I believe the first thing you have to be crystal clear on in order to take that life, be able to have more clarity, find more time, to prioritize, to know what to work on, to know what not to work on. You have to have a crystal clear vision. Now, this is, I have to tell you, when I put this course together, I have note page after note page of everything I want to deliver to you, and it's all going to come out. But the hardest part for me was figuring out, what do I share first? Do I teach you how to market yourself and market to other people, or how to persuade people to action? Do I teach you my best success habits first? Do I teach you my best success beliefs first? Do I teach you my biggest secret on how to have customers and people and your job and life and the love of your life and your children attached to you and know the true essence of you and be bonded in a way that you could never experience in your life? One of the greatest discoveries ever. So I'm putting all these things down that made dramatic impact, massive impact on my life. Not little steps, jumping 5 steps at a time. And it's all on these papers. It's all over my desk. It's in my journals. I'm writing it at night. I'm recording it on my phone. And I said, what's the best path to give this to you? And this is what I think. I think the first thing you need to know and be crystal clear on is the vision of what you want and why you want it. You see, that might sound simple. You're like, wow, I was waiting for something really huge from you, Dean, and you're going to tell me vision. But I want to ask you something right this very moment. Right now, you were standing next to me, and I said, what don't you want in life? Bet you could tell me really quick. I don't want my business to eat up my time anymore. I have some money, but no time. Or my business is not generating the money that it needs to, and I'm stressed. Or I want to have a different body. My body just doesn't look right. I don't feel as good as I used to. I don't want the bad relationship I'm in. I don't want to be distant from my family. I don't want to be in a job I'm in. It's really easy to figure out what you don't want. That's what most of the world does. So I'm excited to working with folks like you, is because I know you're part of that 2% that want something different. Look through different glasses, right? But what happens is when we get sucked into the relationships, we get sucked into our businesses, in our jobs, in our routine, we get accustomed to figuring out what we don't want, and we try to avoid them. But if I had you here and you gave me that list of what you don't want, and I immediately said, what do you want? Right now, quick, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of your health? What do you want out of your income? What do you want out of your family? What do you want out of love, intimacy, passion? Most people will go, let me think about that. And that's normal. And if I'm asking you that right now, hey, listen, if you know crystal clear in 1 second, you could say to me, Dean, this is exactly what I want out of life. Some of you, if you are that clear, may not even be here watching me right now, because when you don't know a crystal clear path, or you don't know where you want to go, and it's not crystal clear, if you don't have that crystal clear path, then what happens is we get sucked into all these different things in life. We end up saying yes to too many things. So what I want to go over today is why, when you have clear vision, you find more time, you prioritize easier. You know exactly with total clarity what you want. You know exactly what to say no to. When someone says, hey, I need help with time management, most of the time I know you don't know your clear vision. You don't know where you're driving to. It's like being in the car with a map, and you're driving 100 miles an hour in your Ferrari, but the map is blank. There's nothing on it. You're just driving. And don't you feel like that in life sometimes? Don't you feel like you're just going 100 miles an hour, and you look back at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, and you're like, wow, I was on fire this year, but I didn't go towards what I really want. So what I'd like to do right now is go through an exercise to help you find really what you want out of life. Guys, let me tell you something. I was money focused in my whole 20s, because when you don't have any, it's like oxygen, right? If I asked you when's the last time you thought about taking a breath, you'd say, I haven't, it just comes. But if I reached through the camera and I squeezed your throat and cut off your air circulation, the only thing you would think about is money, right or wrong. So let's look at that with money. If you have plenty of money coming in every single day, then you don't think about it. Then that's why you need this for happiness, for joy, for passion, for intimacy, for your body, for your relationships. But if there's not enough money coming in, it's like having a chokehold. It's what you think about it. And that's what I was in my 20s. I just thought, no money, pain, bad relationships, money will fix. And don't let anybody tell you money doesn't fix. And you know this, most of you, a lot of you know this, is money solves problems. If you can cut a check for a problem, you don't have that problem. You can retire your parents, pay off bills, help out the poor, help out friends. Money solves problems. But money doesn't create happiness. And money doesn't create long-lasting success. You already know that. And if you don't, I know you know it somewhere deep down. So what I want to do is help you get the clarity, because along my journey, once I had the money Then it took me 15, 20 years to really figure out what are these success skills that I could live life on that next level. And again, I don't want to repeat myself, that's everything I've put together to share with you in this course. And again, I didn't try to be successful so I could create a course. I'm blessed to have gone through the research and development for 25 years. And now I think I've put together what you're going to see as one of the greatest courses, fast, to the point, 5 things that can take you from where you are to where you want to go. And we're going to start with vision. So first exercise I'd like to do, and there's sheets you can use and follow along. Hopefully you downloaded them, or you can just use a piece of paper right now and go back and get them later. But let's do this exercise. There's a lot of different ways to find out really where you want to go. But this one I like. Let's take the last 90 days, okay? Going backwards. In the last 90 days, I'd like you to list, split it in half, all the things that you accomplished or that you did that made you feel fulfilled, made you feel alive, made you feel proud of yourself. It's hard sometimes to be proud of yourself. Did you start a new job? Did you take your business to the next level? Did you make a great hire? Did you decide to do more date nights? Did you get more engaged with your kids? Did you go back to the gym? Did you start eating gluten-free and organic and sugar-free? I don't know what it is that you accomplished over the last 90 days that gave you confidence, gave you courage. Look back, because we judge ourselves on things that we fail at and we forget to pat ourselves on the back. So what did you do over the last 90 days that was pretty fantastic, that made you proud, okay? But then this is something I added to this. This is something I used to do, but I added this. I want you to also think back in the last 90 days. What are some things that you did that you hate doing, that you know you shouldn't be? They're not your unique ability. They don't align with you. Are you in a relationship that's just not going anywhere, but you're pretending it is? Are you eating in a way that just makes you feel sick when you're done? You get 5 seconds of gratification eating that way, and then boom, you feel like crap when you're done. Are you taking on jobs just to get paid, just for the money? Did you do something in a relationship that made you feel bad? I'm not sure what it is, but what did you do in the last 90 days that you would love to just flip the switch and have them erase and go away? Okay, so take the time, if you want to pause this video right now, do that and write down the things that empowered you, made you feel proud of yourself, that were a great accomplishment. And over here, the things that you would take away if you could, that you wish you didn't do or didn't have to do. Okay, so after you pause and get done with that, let's go over here and look at now. What's going on in your life right this minute as you watch this video that you're proud of, that you're working on, that you're focused on, that builds the momentum for tomorrow? We're not till tomorrow yet. We get there next. But I want to see where this will all make sense here in a moment. But what are you working on right now that wakes you up early in the morning, right? And then on the opposite side, what are you doing right now that makes you not want to get out of bed? What are you not feeling good about? What are you not proud of? What do you wish you didn't have to do? How is your relationship? How do you look in the mirror? Are you eating right or eating horrible? Are you giving love? Are you just robbing love from the people around you? Are you making the money you want or not making the money you want? This is, right now, the things you're proud of and like, that inspire you, motivate you. These are the things that take that away, that deflate you. This blows up your balloon, this deflates your balloon, okay? Then, here's what I'd like you to do. 90 days moving forward. This is what you're gonna do, and this is what you'd rather not, or you're not going to do. You see, this gives you a 90-day snapshot of the things that motivate you, inspire you, make you proud, and the things you don't want. That's what you had in the last 90 days. Now, here we're looking where you are right this moment while you watch that. What are you doing that's inspiring you, getting you up in the morning, and those things that aren't? And what I would love for you to do right now, pause this video anytime you want, is make a list on what you need and want. See, I know people will make stronger decisions on things they want than what they need. They want that donut. They need to eat broccoli. okay? And they want to sit on the couch. They need to get to the gym. They want their wives or husbands to love them unconditionally without putting effort in. It doesn't happen. They want to make more money and think about it, but what they do, they need to do something different, or you need to do something different to actually make that happen. Does that make sense? So if we look at the next 90 days with this in comparison, what would give you the inspiration to wake up an hour earlier tomorrow on fire? What would the next 90 days? Listen, we could look at 5 years, 10 years, 20 years out.